All right, everybody. It is 6:28 in the morning, 28 degrees, and we're going fishing on the kayak. So, yeah, you can tell on my voice I haven't gotten a whole lot of sleep, but we're gonna do it anyway. So, stay tuned. Should be some pretty good fishing today. All right, everybody. We just took off on the kayak. Water that's sitting in the low 60s, 62, 61, somewhere in there, kind of hovering. And the water tour is down about 8 feet. So that's really been screwing with them. I'm gonna paddle about, I'd say about 3/4 of a mile to a riprap I know of. It goes real deep real quick to see if we can get on a school of spotted bass this morning. I'll be throwing mainly double fluke rig, spook, and then a square bill. But if I change it up, I'll let you guys know. I'll see you over there at that riprap. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but it is pretty. There's fog rolling over top the water. You know, guys, one thing I can tell you about topwater is if you're using a walking style bait, tie a loop knot like oh, if I can spread the loop like that right there. This will allow your bait to walk a lot better. It's free moving inside this loop, so that eyelet's not pinned against anything. Also, if you have a split ring, get rid of the split ring. It'll cause you all kinds of problems. Some more topwater advice. If you're fishing a walking style bait or something you want up on the surface, and it's important that the nose of that bait doesn't dive in the water, don't fish fluorocarbon, which I'm doing right now. Fluorocarbon sinks. It'll take the nose of that bait and it'll dip it right down into the water, and then you won't get that good walk on it. Fish monofilament if fish are being pretty sketchy, or fish braid with a leader, because braid floats and so does monofilament. All right. Whoa, my legs are frozen. I'm gonna go paddle over that riprap. We'll throw a crankbait around and see what happens. I'll see you guys over there. Alrighty, ladies and gents. The other day I was walking this boat ramp and I saw a ton of, 12, 13-inch bass just swimming around in this little pocket right here. So what I'm gonna try, oh, not that one. What I'm gonna try is a double fluke rig. And what that does in the water is those two flukes will sit there and just crisscross each other. And it's beautiful, let me tell you. But one thing about this rig is you gotta really pay attention. If you have a bite, a lot of the times you won't know, because you're fishing this with slack line, and say this is your bait, they'll just come up there and just suck it in and sit there. So you won't know until you get your next jerk in, and a lot of times that's too late. So you got to really pay attention to little jumps in the line and little telltale signs like that, or even boils on the surface. This has a really slow fall rate. Guys, I'm gonna go fish in the back of that little cove. There was another little school of fish. I wonder if they're all in the back of that cove trying to find some bait fish. This isn't gonna be any good until we get some wind on it. We get that sun to pop up and some wind on that baby, and we'll catch some good spots. Maybe a big old largie. Ooh. Smell kerosene. Ooh. Ah. Hope that ain't in the water. Oh, goodness. Hey, if you're happy and, you know, clap your hands. Very well could be out in the middle of this moment. There's one, guys. I'm using little light line. These little spots are just really fun to catch. All right, first fish in the morning. Gonna go for the release. Nice water on my camera lens. There we go. Oh, I missed one. He had both of them all messed up. Told you guys I was using light line. This is 10-pound P-line fluorocarbon. Guys, this stuff is really, really, really thin for being 10-pound. And I had my doubts in it when I saw how thin it was, but I'm telling you, this stuff is strong. And it's pretty cheap compared to most P-lines. There's one. Another little spot. Look at that. Yesterday I caught two on this rig, and yeah, it was so funny. It's the first cast I ever made with this thing, and or with this exact setup. But it was awesome. My dad just laughed at me. Oh, found some fish for you guys. These people at this restaurant behind me are probably thinking I'm nuts talking to myself. So, well, everybody, you know, fishing's fishing. I didn't catch any on that riprap, but that's mainly because, you know, there was no wind on it. There's no bait fish pushed up on that. I'm gonna head to the house.